Yo, what's up, everybody? I am back, and I'm more inconsistent than somebody bringing back home the milk. I'm not going to specify who is. What I just say? All right, we're doing a what if Vegeta stayed dead. Basically, after the Buu arc, instead of getting brought back to life like everybody else does, he decides to stay dead to atone for all his sins that he has done in the past. Vegeta has known what he's done, and he realized that he's leaving behind a family, and that this is the only way he could atone for his sins. Finally says his final goodbyes to his family, and tells Goku his final goodbyes as well. Goku pleads with Vegeta to stay alive. After all, he just got brought back to life as well. Vegeta says no, it's the best way to atone for his sins for all the years he's been working on Frieza and all the things he's done as Majin Vegeta, causing the resurrection of Buu and killing so many innocent lives. Goku understands, and Vegeta goes to the other world. Vegeta goes into hell for a long time, and eventually he wants to train like Goku. Vegeta eventually unlocking Super Saiyan 3, now knowing all the drawbacks that Goku had using Super Saiyan 3. Eventually Goku and Vegeta, Vegeta goes to King Kai's planet and learns Kaioken, but he also learns the drawbacks of Kaioken as well. Vegeta decides to go train more, and then eventually he runs into his father, King Vegeta. They talk for a little bit, and then Vegeta tells him how he has a family and stuff now, and basically King Vegeta's telling him he's getting soft. Vegeta shows off Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan 2, and even Super Saiyan 3 to his dad. His dad is amazed, and somebody walks up behind Vegeta and asks him, does he know somebody named Kakarot? Vegeta turns around and sees a spiky-headed guy that looks familiar to him. He wants to say Kakarot, but this man looks like Kakarot, but he has a scar and a bandana on. He looks over and asks him who is he, and he says his name is Bardock. Then all of it comes together. He remembers all the time he spent with Raditz, and he realizes that this is Goku's father. He asks him if he knows where Goku is, or Kakarot. He says Kakarot is on Earth, alive, living his best life. Bardock is happy, and he wonders how powerful Kakarot is. Vegeta says Kakarot's probably way stronger than him. After all, he has been in hell for a few years, and he couldn't really train in hell. He was stuck in his own personal hell. Vegeta tells him all the things that happened with Kakarot, how he got defeated by Kakarot or Goku. And let's leave off them right now, and let's head to what happened in the normal world. Sorry for that, a brief cut. Somebody was calling me, and then I had to answer the phone, talk to them, and then, I've been gone for like a few hours. We've been taking for a few hours. All right, we don't talk about that. Don't worry about who it was either, okay? Alright, okay. Back on Earth, Trunks is saddened for his father's death and how he's not coming back. Trunks wants to bring him back. He tries using the Dragon Balls many a times, but he gets stopped by Goku, and then Gohan gets married. They stop him many times, but over time, Trunks gets used to it. Goku does train them, but he has work to do. And then eventually Goku is training on King Kai's planet with Vegeta, and then basically Beerus shows up at the planet. Vegeta tell him who Beerus is, and Goku wants to fight him. Instead of Vegeta fighting him by himself, Vegeta goes there with him and transforms into a Super Saiyan 3, and so does Goku. They both rush at Beerus, and eventually Beerus is getting overwhelmed, but Vegeta being dead, he can use Super Saiyan 3 for longer, and he can plus stack it with his new power, Kaioken. He stacks it with Kaioken, and Vegeta is actually doing better than Goku, and Goku, seeing how strong Vegeta is compared to him now, wants to train even more. Vegeta is slowly getting the upper hand, and Vegeta even pushes his body to use Kaioken times 3 and rush to Beerus, actually landing a good hit. But as soon as this happens, Beerus grabs Vegeta, throws him into King Kai's house, destroying it completely, knocking out Vegeta. Goku jumps back, goes back into Super Saiyan 2, and powers up Kaioken times 3. He runs towards Beerus, knowing that this might not even work, but he tries it anyway. Beerus beginning to counter, Goku runs up to him, putting his hands on his forehead, putting 2 hands on his forehead, closing his eyes and yelling Solar Flare, blinding Beerus, and Beerus is caught off guard. Goku grabs Beerus' tail and flings him towards Vegeta's area. Vegeta, waking up, seeing Beerus flying towards him, gets mad at Goku for expecting him to be able to help him. He powers up into Super Saiyan 2, and then he powers up a full power Final Flash and uses it. Beerus basically eats the Final Flash and flies down by Vegeta and Goku and tells them how powerful they are and knocks them out and goes to Earth looking for the Super Saiyan God. Eventually, Goku and Vegeta wake up thinking about they can ask Shenron if they has, and Vegeta tells him to tells Trunks that he's sorry that he can't come back. Goku understands and uses instant transmission, and basically the same thing happens like normal. Gotenks still gets beats up, but Vegeta's not there to go in a rage. And Goku actually doesn't be able to get to become a Super Saiyan God, so they don't have enough Saiyans. So what happens is that they go to get Vegeta, and they do the Super Saiyan God ritual on Goku. Everybody's happy to see Vegeta again, but Vegeta says he's only here to give Goku the Super Saiyan God ritual and go back, and he leaves moments after. Everybody, Bulma and Trunks are sad about this, but they understand. The same thing happens like normal. Goku decides to go to Beerus' planet, but this time he doesn't want to go alone. But first he asks Gohan if he wants to come to Beerus' planet with him, but Gohan said he's too busy working about studies. He wants to take Goten, but Chi-Chi would not allow it at all. And plus, Goku doesn't know how long he's going to be gone. Then he asks Krillin, but Krillin has family stuff. He asks Tien, but Tien's not interested, and Yamcha's too worried about his baseball career. The last person he has is Piccolo, and Piccolo actually agrees to this since, after all, he has nothing to do, he has no family, really, and he can do whatever he wants, basically. Piccolo and Goku go to Beerus' planet and train, Goku eventually unlocking Super Saiyan Blue, and then Frieza comes. Frieza's beating up everybody just like normal, and Goku and Piccolo come to Earth. Everybody's surprised to see Goku and Piccolo again, and Piccolo wants to fight first, and Goku allows it this time to see how strong Piccolo has gotten. Piccolo powers up, and you can see a type of blue aura around him, kind of like what Saiyans have, but it's not really a transformation. All that happens is his blue aura is the power of his godly transformation. Oh, I said blue. I meant red. He powers towards Frieza and starts pummeling Frieza down to the ground, and eventually Frieza powers up into his final form, actually being a little bit even with Piccolo's power, but Piccolo still has the upper hand using different cool techniques that he learned from Goku, like Solar Flare, the Kamehameha, and Destructo Disc. I know those are all different people's techniques, but Goku would know those. Piccolo is struggling a little bit since he hasn't trained in a while and he's so far behind Goku and the others. He powers up even more, but he's still getting slapped by Frieza in his final form. Once he fully pushes Frieza back enough, he goes into his golden form and completely bullies Cell and is about to kill him until Goku kicks Frieza in the face away in base. Goku powers up into Super Saiyan Blue and shows Frieza the results of his training. But since Goku didn't have as powerful training partner like Vegeta, he wouldn't be as powerful or nearly as strong as Canon Goku is right now, because Vegeta was training at Whis' planet for a few months before Goku knew he was training at Whis. And Goku would wait even longer to go train with Whis since he didn't know that he could until then. So their fight will be a little bit even at most, I would think. Goku would still be getting beat up pretty good, and Piccolo would get a Senzu beam, and Goku would get pretty beat up, and then Goku would have to sub out for Piccolo once again. But since Frieza's a little bit weakened, Piccolo would probably stand a little chance, but not a big chance. Goku gets fed a Senzu beam, and once Piccolo gets beat up, Goku jumps back into the fight, beating up Frieza badly and knocking him out. Frieza's about to destroy the planet, but Piccolo, not being an idiot, he runs over to Frieza, stretching his arm out, grabbing Frieza by the neck, pulling him towards him, and powering up a special beam cannon and shoving it right through Frieza's torso, killing Frieza instantly. All the rest of Frieza's goons get killed off or murked, and Gohan realizes how weak he is, and he decides to train more. But since he can't train with Piccolo, he decides to go inside the Room of Spirit and Time with Goten. He accesses Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan 2 again, and he unlocks more and more powerful transformations. But we're gonna get into that later. Goten eventually unlocks Super Saiyan 2 from the immense stress and power that he's going through, since Gohan knows how powerful half Saiyans could actually be, so he pushes Goten to the absolute breaking point until he unlocks Super Saiyan 2, and eventually Trunks wants to be as powerful as Goten, and he gets pushed to going to Super Saiyan 2 as well, but I wouldn't think Trunks could access it at will like Goten can, since, well, I mean, I feel like Trunks will be able to access Super Saiyan 2 easier, because after all, his father's dead and he's not coming back. And let's get into the Universe 7. Let's do the Universe 7 tournament. Instead of Vegeta being there, I feel like it would have to be one of the Earthlings or one of the kids. I would say that probably Gohan will be there this time, since he has been training. All the battles will go similar to canon, but every battle with Vegeta will be replaced by Gohan. So when the Kaba fight would happen, he would know how to push a Saiyan to his breaking point, because, after all, he's Gohan, and everybody knows what happened to say Android 16 and Cell. I'm not saying. Kaba would transform, and then he would rush towards Gohan, actually surprising Gohan, almost knocking him out the ring. But Gohan snaps back, beating him up, and basically just kicking Kaba out the ring. Goku is readmitted, but everybody loses to Hit, but Goku's the last one to fight Hit. And Goku, knowing Kaioken more proficiently and being able to train with Super Saiyan Blue, even though Goku's a little bit weaker, he's not that weak. And plus, he has a handle on Kaioken since he has been training with Vegeta. Goku powers up into Super Saiyan Blue, going all the way to its maximum state, powering up, shaking the whole entire ring, surprising everybody. His power even exceeds Hit for a second, but then Goku's power drops down, and down until Goku's power is low, really low. And Goku's just sitting there calmly. Everybody's looking at Goku and wondering what's going on. Hit is about to attack, but when he rushes towards Goku, Goku's already out the way. Goku's eyes are closed, by the way, and he is standing still, right behind Hit. Goku opens his eyes and screams Kaioken and blows everything back, including Hit, almost knocking him out the ring. Goku jumps up, jumping up and flying straight down to Hit, and Hit is about to jump up and use a time skip, but before he can, he hears times 10, and a boost of red and blue ki and aura just strikes Hit down, causing him to break almost all Hit's bones and hit into the ground. Goku powers back down to Kaioken times 1 basically, and goes back to Hit, grabs him, spinning him around, throwing him into the protective glass. Goku screams Kaioken times 20 and powers up a Kamehameha. When Hit is ready for this Kamehameha, but he's not ready for Goku to teleport behind him, using a warp Kamehameha and blasting Hit out of the ring. The winner was Universe 7. Earth on Universe 7 gets brought back like normal, and everything else is perfect. The Goku Black arc would be a little different, since Piccolo and Gohan would be training on Beerus' planet for a little bit, since Gohan has some off time. Vegeta is hearing about this, and future Trunks wants to know what happened to Vegeta. He basically died fighting Majin Buu, but he's decided to stay dead this time. Vegeta's thinking about what's happening in the world, and he actually talks to Goku, and he realizes that there's an evil imposter of Goku, and Vegeta actually wants to intervene this time. Vegeta says, Can I help?
You know I'll give a fuck about you every day. Guess it's time that I tell you the truth. If I share my toys, will you let me stay? Don't wanna